KATYA is a soprano's favorite opera. There are two big scenas, there's sort of a shorter aria in the middle, and a big duet with the tenor, as well as some other bits with the other characters. I actually think the story of KATYA is very similar to something like Madame Butterfly. In Butterfly's case, it's being a geisha. She wants more, she wants this American man. In KATYA's case, it's a husband who beats her. And even though she's kind and humble and all of these things, she wants more. And that's why she falls for Boris, even though she doesn't know him very well. It's a way out. So in that case, fans of Butterfly will absolutely love KATYA. Musically, the orchestra is so colorful and rich, and yeah, I think it makes it incredibly cinematic. It's like having movie music underneath the scene. I am dying to hear the orchestra. I know I'm just going to be like a giddy schoolgirl the minute that I get to sing with them for the first time. Janáček's operas tend to really circle around one or two women. Kabanica thinks that her son hung the moon, that he's the best thing in the world, and that KATYA is taking him away. So she's got the abusive husband and the abusive mother-in-law, so she feels oppressed. In her first aria, she says, "When I was with my parents and young, I had so much freedom. I felt like a bird, and I was a free spirit. And now, since I've been in this house, I've just become this like oppressed person, and I don't know who I am anymore." And then she goes on to say, "And I met this guy." So that's how he fits in with her idea of herself. While she was excited by the idea of this amazing guy who would sweep her off her feet and take her out of this terrible situation, she knows the reality, which is actually why I think it will fit with 1950s, because it's not like today where it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go do what I want. Because the 1950s era was a time for women where they were meant to be in the home. They were incredibly domesticated. That's sort of how KATYA is portrayed in this, that she's stuck at home. In her mind, though, she would rather have been true to herself, even if it meant her own death, than stayed in that situation and lived like that without ever having experienced Boris. That internal conflict of, this is who I am, but there's this other part of myself I haven't explored. What if? And I find that fascinating.